In a world filled with diverse characters and extensive collaborations, it's essential to explore our relationship with insight and understanding. Today, we're delving into a particularly fascinating aspect of detached thinking that teaches us not only whom to help, but, perhaps more significantly, whom we should reconsider supporting. Detachment, with its deep roots in philosophy and objectivity, offers us an intriguing lens to examine human behavior, highlighting 8 types of people who may not benefit from our support in the ways we expect. As we dive into these insights, you'll find step-by-step guidance on how to protect your energy, invest in meaningful connections, and foster genuine growth both in yourself and others. Join me in uncovering these lessons and indifference that challenge us to choose wisely who deserves our valuable efforts. It's crucial to ensure our endeavors are as compassionate as they are judicious. If you appreciate the insights we're exploring today, a simple favor I'd ask is to hit that subscribe button and make sure you don't miss any part of the video. We've all encountered someone who, no matter how much effort and care we put into helping them, always seems endlessly unsatisfied. It's like filling a colander with water, watching everything spill out, leaving nothing. In such relationships, it often feels like our attention dissipates before it can be recognized. In detached thinking, there's a fundamental lesson about focusing on internal rather than external validation. Detachment empowers us to perform acts of kindness because they align with our values and principles, not because we expect to be showered with gratitude or recognition in return. Marcus Aurelius wrote extensively about performing ethical acts for their own sake, not for the acknowledgement that might follow. This mindset helps us stay focused and true to our moral compass, regardless of the reaction or lack thereof that we may encounter. However, detachment also emphasizes the importance of preserving our mental energy. It's vital to recognize when our persistent efforts are met with constant disregard, as this can lead to significant fatigue and negativity. While we shouldn't base our actions solely on the outcomes or responses they elicit, we must also guard against becoming drained by those who take without giving anything in return. This isn't about cutting people off at the first sign of selfishness. Rather, it's about noticing patterns and recognizing when a relationship is too draining. When dealing with challenging individuals, it's essential to apply another principle of detachment: the circle of control. This rule teaches us to distinguish between what we have control over, our actions and intentions, and what we don't, such as others' reactions and feelings. By focusing on our circle of control, we can continue to act according to our values without becoming overly invested in or disheartened by the reactions of others. As we engage with those who may never seem satisfied, we must remember to maintain our commitment to our goals, recognize the limits of our influence over others' emotions, and protect our inner peace by not allowing a lack of gratitude to diminish our drive to do good. This balance allows us to remain open-hearted and empathetic without depleting the very qualities that inspire our care. You've probably met this type before: individuals who seem to have a strong aversion to effort and a tendency to avoid responsibilities. They're the ones who always find excuses not to engage, improve, or contribute. In the realm of detachment, we place high value on virtues like discipline and determination. Detachment isn't just about enduring challenges. It's about recognizing the inherent value in effort and hard work. The Stoic philosopher Seneca wrote extensively about the role of hard work in shaping our character and uplifting our spirit. According to him, it's not the result of hard work that matters most, but the self-growth and resilience we develop along the way. Through discipline, we refine our character and become better equipped to handle whatever life throws our way. However, when we encounter someone who consistently avoids effort, our instinct may be to help by picking up the slack. While this may seem generous, it is often counterproductive. By constantly covering for someone's laziness, we're not truly helping them. Instead, we're reinforcing a negative pattern that stunts their growth. From a detached perspective, if we continuously enabling such behavior goes against the very essence, they will never experience the necessary discomfort. Detachment teaches that each person should face their responsibilities and the natural consequences of their actions. This is how we learn, grow, and achieve genuine progress. Enabling someone's laziness not only hampers their development, but can also breed resentment and imbalance in relationships. When dealing with the lazy, it's important to practice the detached principle of discernment, knowing when our help is truly needed and when it merely enables unhealthy behavior. We should encourage accountability and responsibility not because we care less, but because we care appropriately. By setting clear expectations and allowing natural consequences to teach where our words might not, we help others see the value of effort and the personal fulfillment that comes from overcoming laziness. This group is characterized by a clear, persistent inability to accept responsibility for their actions and the outcomes they create. We all know someone like this. They miss deadlines or create chaos, yet somehow it's never their fault. The excuses are endless, and accountability is conspicuously absent. In detached thinking, the concept of moral responsibility is central. Stoics believe that while we have no control over external events, we have control over our reactions and actions. Epictetus emphasized that our primary task in life is to align our actions with our innate understanding of good and virtue. This alignment requires owning our actions and their effects, as taking responsibility is essential to our integrity and character development. But what happens when we constantly rescue someone who refuses to take responsibility for their actions? When we cover for them, justify, or fix their mistakes without holding them accountable, we may think we're helping. In reality, we may be doing more harm than good. Such actions can prevent them from learning critical skills of responsibility and self-management. Moreover, it can foster a dependence that is unhealthy for both parties, creating a dynamic where carelessness is tolerated or even encouraged. From a detached perspective, helping someone shouldn't undermine our own standards, including the principle of justice, which in this context refers to considering everyone, including the consequences of their actions. Helping a reckless person at the expense of this standard can lead to adverse outcomes, enabling their behavior and hindering their self-improvement. When dealing with the irresponsible, detachment helps us practice wisdom and fairness. Wisdom in recognizing the limits of our assistance, and fairness in allowing individuals to face the natural consequences of their actions. It's about empowering others to see the connection between their actions and their outcomes. This doesn't mean we become harsh or unkind. Rather, we focus on empowering them through guidance, setting clear expectations, and, when necessary, stepping back to let them confront the reality of their choices. Dealing with the irresponsible in a detached manner involves fostering an environment where accountability is upheld and valued. Here's the text with proper punctuation about making a difference. Helping others help themselves by building their ability to take responsibility, thereby enhancing their capacity to contribute positively to their own lives and to society as a whole. This approach not only maintains our integrity, but also contributes to the genuine development of those around us. These individuals are particularly adept at twisting circumstances to their advantage, often at the expense of others. You might know someone like this, someone who always seems to have a plan, using charm or wit to sway decisions in their favor, leaving a trail of imbalance and, at times, distress in their wake. In the realm of detachment, great emphasis is placed on the ethics of wisdom, especially in knowing what is within our control and what is not. Manipulators thrive on controlling others through emotions, deceit, or psychological games. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius encourage us to keep a strong sense of fortitude, shielding our reasoning and feelings against such external influences. This doesn't mean building walls and shutting people out. Rather, it involves developing a keen awareness of our own vulnerabilities and the intentions of others. Detachment helps us stay vigilant by fostering a deep sense of care and understanding. By understanding our own tendencies and triggers, we can better protect ourselves from manipulative tactics. This includes being mindful of our relationships and the nature of the exchanges we have with others. Are we being swayed by deception? Are we being coerced into decisions? These are critical questions that can help us recognize manipulation when it occurs.